Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Sword Art Online Alternative Gale Online. And last episode, we had A Tale of Two Lollies. Kaden and Miyu are now both in Gale Online and going to participate in the Squad Jam 2 together. And pretty much the episode was spent getting Miyu all ready with her equipment, like her guns, which was bought with Im's money, of course, which she had no problem with that. In fact, she wanted to marry him upon finding out how loaded he was, I guess. And pretty much just, yeah, introducing us the audience of this new character. Well, I mean, she's been in the show, but not to the extent she was in last episode. And yeah, Squad Jam is about to start up. We said our greetings and stuff to Pito and the other teams, and we're gonna get onto it. So, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, play. Squad Jam 2 in 10 seconds. Well, 9. Well, less now, but you know what I mean. 2, 1, go. Watch out, world. Our #1 team is here. Don't let looks deceive you. One of them's the pink devil. The other one just rocking a couple of grenade launchers. Ooh. It's clearly Walma Maria. If you can find them, I guess. uh... I don't know how serious she is. And that concerns me. Even Len looks worried. Maybe. I see a house. A school and a shooting game. Well then. Yeah. Just follow me. I guess she's not used to her taking charge like that. Yeah, very important, the first one. There really is a very large terrain they had to work with here. You do that. Gun her down with plenty of vengeance. And yeah, Squad Jam 2 has begun. So far we haven't had any deaths yet, but we'll get there. Looking forward to seeing how well Miyu does in this actual battle. She always doesn't have the experience that Len has. But she does look so enthusiastic as she blows stuff up, so that's good. Yeah, look at the opening. It seems like a lot of it does take place in Squad Jam 2. I love Pito's smiles, like, a lot. Bullets probably can't actually reach the moon, but you should at least try. Being bored in war is a good thing. It means you're not dying. Yeah, just do that. And now. She's one of those red dots. PM4, that would be them. And I think it was... I think the other team of note was Shink. Of course. So we can save you for last, pretty much. I guess we kill the people until... yeah, we just kill random people until we get to them. Man, this is a huge terrain. They even got snow. First, I would sort of totally stand on the wall and just snipe people. Well, it's... Ow. You're a lot more surprised than I am, because they're always going to want that to be one of the last fights. If not the last fight. We just started. But I know what she means. She is very silly. Yes. I love when she says those things with that adorable body and voice. Booby trap. I look forward to lots of boobies and lots of traps. This area looks familiar. Isn't this where she popped out of the suitcase in the first squad jam? Around this area? No blind spots, men. We'll stand here until a bad guy approaches. But boss, my leg's falling asleep. Remain position. Grenade fairy. That was not a smart thing to do, but I think we saw our first booby trap. Oh, damn. This wasn't a video game that'd be really dark. Even though it's a video game, it's still a little bit dark. Although cute as well. I've mixed feelings. Yeah, you should always watch out for traps. They can be very convincing sometimes. That's good, but she can't really move yet. I don't know how to feel about seeing her like that. It's cute, but I feel like I shouldn't find it as cute as I do. And here we go. He's dead, alright. Right between the eyes. Good old immortal object, meat shield. But this really would be a very dark show. This didn't like place in a video game. Good. Just roundhouse kick and a shooting. Man, trees are nowhere near as good shields as corpses. I might not be able to move, but I can still shoot. Fuka's pretty great. I do like her a lot. I know, right? That was horrible. We find out she used the technique on a girl and didn't realize it was a girl at first and wonder why it didn't have much effect on her. I would like that scene. Wow. As long as it's having fun. Wow, they even have camouflage for their environment. Did they know where they would be? Ahead of time, or do they just... The railway tracks. Yeah, just do what we normally do, we'll be fine. Don't get eliminated before you can have our battle with Len and Fuka. Yep, then you're down. I do find the little dead pop-ups popping up to be somewhat comical. I don't know why. Yeah, I know who he's taking on then. Oh yeah, I think I saw her last episode. The character looks important. Okay, never mind. This is where they are. I mean, she wants to get off. You should probably help her with that. Well, he is a coward. Yeah, totally a plan. A plan to stay alive. Of course, contracts. Trivial melee. Well, then play rock, paper, scissors or something. Yeah, you know, if you can handle that. Good man. Len. Uh, Indeed. If only it worked that way in real life. I had no idea how much I loved you until I lost your legs. And then they get shut off again. Well, head height wouldn't be a problem since she's so short. Well, it must be pretty common if the episode was straight up called Booby Trap. That sounds a little bit chuny, but yeah, I guess that might happen. A lot of them are kind of one area. Unlike trees. Uh, are you just gonna run into another trap? Are you really gonna try to hit them with a train? Do you? I already know the answer to that. Yeah, everything's okay if it's in a game, you know. Yeah, before you know it, you'll be checking doorways for traps. I would love to see that. Yes, like a proper lady. Wow. That was great. I'm not sure how much that made it better, but it was good. Man, I just want to use that as a pillow. Is it all clear? Good. $300 meters. uh, nice little position there. I want more of this. I think it was a grenade. Wow. Yeah, about that. A bit closer this time. Got a spotter. Might be able to see every direction, but does that include up? Great teamwork. Eventually, you know. No. Uh, true enough. Okay. In other words, I'm kind of counting on you, Len. Yeah. Pop, pop, pop. I'll hit them eventually. Well, one got hit, at least. More cowards running away. Two more down. He can run away. Yeah, you empty your clip into him. That looks like a lot of fun. I'm a little bit envious of the grenade launcher. Good job. You've come a long way from losing your legs. A little bit cocky. Though she kind of always has been. But yeah, it's one team dealt with, so. Are we gonna get any encounters with the important teams this episode? Oh, he was counting. I probably should have been as well, but I didn't. Mylen. No. She's Mylen. And my Fuka. You keep your dirty hands off. On PM4. And a lot of other teams. Well, I noticed they were kind of near each other before, but... Yeah, probably. Let's... A good negotiator, possibly like him. I mean, hell, it probably won't work. Indeed. I suppose you could. Well, then there you go. And that's why you weren't invited. And you can't complain about not being invited. In other words, do nothing. She always sees important in some capacity, otherwise she wouldn't look like such a main character. I don't know what her deal is, though. Oh. Thought she ran into a tree or something. It's okay. I'm sure they can handle it. That's a dome, yeah. She is not gonna die before she gets to you, I can pretty much guarantee that. Calm down. But yeah, now it makes more sense why I decided to stay on the mountain. So, you know, better deal with the situation on a mountain. Yeah, tell me more. And yeah, that was obviously going to be at the end of the episode. So yeah, no main fights yet. Probably next episode, though. I don't see the Squad Gem 2 lasting more than 3 episodes total. I'm still not sure how I feel about the CD. Like, it's just a little bit cringy seeing her try to be as cute as her avatar. Other than that, I like it. I definitely like the song. It would be nice to be able to touch your avatar. Especially when your avatar is that small and cute. "10-minute massacre." So that was the 8th episode of Sword Art Online Alternative Gale Online, and with this episode, the Squad Gem 2 has begun. Of course, we have Len and Fuka quite a bit of a distance away from the other characters that matter, because you do have to save them for, you know, the end game. Although part of what the writers decided to do to make that happen is to have a whole bunch of non-important characters fighting PM4, what were they called? Something like that. Pito's group, like, so they can get wiped out, like, all around the same time. Like, the next episode is called 10-Minute Massacre, which I can pretty much guarantee you that's what it's referring to. Pito's group just slaughters them all in the span of 10 minutes. I can pretty much guarantee you that's what that title's about. That's fairly obvious. But anyway, yeah, Fuka and Len are doing their own thing. Len's more experienced with the stuff than Fuka is, so she's just kind of talking with her about what they're going to be doing. And I kind of like that one look on Fuka's face, just looking at Len, just seeing this new side of Len because she is much more confident in this game than she really is in real life. So yeah, I did kind of like that. But anyway, yeah, they ran into their first enemy. Well, Fuka's first enemy was running into a booby trap, so she lost her legs there, and Len had to carry her into a building because she had no legs. Which, that sounds really dark and all, but because Fuka had that typical cute eye closed thing that she did, it made it a lot cuter than it had any right to be. So she was just kind of stuck in the building while Len had to fight off the rest of them. But she was able to help a little bit. She was able to fire off a round while just sitting there in the building. So yeah, Fuka's doing pretty well, all things considered. We're not checking the episode. Im and Pito were just kind of hanging out on top of a mountain, not really doing much, which Pito was getting frustrated by because she was bored. She wants to kill people. That's why she plays this game. But Im's like, I'm the leader. This is part of the plan. Just stay put. And later on, we found out that the reason why he wants to stay on top of the mountain is so he can have that little alliance like come to them, so they can kind of deal with them like in this good vantage point. I think that's kind of what that was implied there. And we're obviously going to be getting that next episode. But yeah, back over to Len and Fuka. Fuka had her legs grow back because that's totally how that works. And she was very happy to have her legs back. And I really liked the little comment that Len made about how even in real life she checks like doors for booby traps and stuff. That's pretty funny. I want to see some of that, like in the offline scenes. I need to see some of that. I mean, maybe we got some of that before, and I just didn't really pay attention to it. But if not, I want to see some of that. Also, the one scene with the Rhythmic gymnastics team, whatever they were, and the one girl just getting fed up is like, you know, you bastards, don't you have any balls, or whatever she yelled, and then she's like, hey, you probably shouldn't talk like that, you know. That's bad. And she's like, what? It's a video game, you know, we can do what we want, you know. Like, yeah, that's true, but sometimes it's hard to turn that off and on, and sometimes it'll kind of leak into the real world if you overdo it in one context. And then upon hearing that, she realized, yeah, that would be pretty bad, and then she continues to say the exact same thing, once again, just in a very much more polite, young lady kind of way, but pretty much the same thing, so that was pretty fun. But yeah, after Fuka's blunder before, I guess she decided she wanted to prove herself with this next fight. So she decided to come up with a strategy to where she stays in one spot, like kind of like a turret, essentially. But while Len is a spotter for her, tells her where to shoot. Like she'll shoot once, and depending on where it is, she's like, okay, move it a little bit that way, a little bit this way, try there. Like, got it, boom, next shot. And she just pretty much just kept launching grenades until they hit enough people and killed them all, pretty much. And yeah, it was a pretty solid strategy. It definitely worked. And yeah, after that scene, we had some of their fans in the audience, like, yay, that's my Len, good girl. It's like, what? Who said she was yours? She's totally mine. No, you're both mistaken. She's actually mine. That's kind of the scene we got there, which was a lot of fun. What was funny is the one team that was all salty that they weren't invited to join the alliance. And then the one guy was like, hey, but like, would we have even done it? It's like, no way, we would have betrayed them first chance we got and killed them. There's no teams in this. That's ridiculous. Why would we ever do that or whatever? And it's like, well, then you got your answer to why you weren't invited, because you're obviously not team players, so you really have no business complaining. Like, they're literally complaining about not having a chance to betray other people. That's pretty messed up, really, to be honest. Anyway, with next episode, I look forward to seeing Im and Pito and their 10-minute slaughter of the Alliance, so. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.